We're on our front porch again this week on Pole House Black Pot Weekend Getaways. On the menu,
pepperoni pizza puff bake. Right? I got it right?
right.
All right.
That's right. So stick around.
This is Wade, and I'm Angel, and this is Iris, and we are Pole House Black Pots Weekend Getaways, where we show you all things yummy to cook in cast iron as we visit different places.
Well, hi, honey.
Hey, how you doing?
I know you just got home. We're gonna cook out on the front porch here in just a minute.
We'll try. In case you can't tell, it's very,
awful windy.
Very windy
We'll
today.
be able to do it with our wind guard.
Yeah, yeah.
And Iris is out here and she's kind of barky because the neighbor dogs are out. What we're fixing is something that I thought Leslie'd really like, and the first time we fixed it, she really did like it. And I did too, and I think you did too,
Yeah.
didn't you?
I had, even the leftovers were pretty good.
It's a pizza puff bake. It's pepperoni pizza puff bake. And we're gonna do it a little different than what we did before. So we're gonna regroup. He's gonna get some briquettes going so we can fry our meat. And then we'll show you how we put it together. It's a quick, easy meal. Also, you're going to tell them about where you've been, aren't you?
Yep. Well, that was last weekend.
Yeah, it's last weekend.
That's why we didn't have a video this week.
But we're working really hard to get this one in. So
That's
he's
right.
not going to be real talkative. It's going to be his favorite parts of the Minneapolis-Moline Winter Show he was at up north. So,
Okay.
we'll be back. What you doing, babe?
Okay, well, this is your recipe, so I'm going to what you said. Brown the meat. So we're browning 1 pound of regular breakfast pork sausage.
Now, the recipe calls for ground beef. We thought it was a little flat, and Leslie suggested putting sausage in it. That's why we're doing this.
We usually prefer sausage on our pizza anyway, as opposed to
Yes.
ground beef, so.
And he's cooking this because he breaks up the meat real good.
And you've seen us use this before. We got our flue going here, and on top of it we got an old cooking grate off of a cook stove.
Now, Wade, add, a good helping of them minced onions in there.
Okay.
Now, if you like onions, dice up your own onions and cook them with your meat, whatever kind of ground meat you want. This would make a great supreme puff bake, now wouldn't
I bet
it?
it would. So if you like any garlic.
No, it doesn't call for garlic.
Okay. But you probably could add if you want. If you're a garlic person. And we are, but we haven't tried that yet, so.
So Wade, what was your favorite part of your trip?
Well, I'll let you know, actually, it was actually a winter show for the Minneapolis-Moline Collectors Club. And there's from, I don't know, it's probably at least 8, 10 or more people from different states. I think the furthest was Pennsylvania. And it's just a bunch of enthusiasts that get together. We have a convention where they have vendors that you can go there and buy your small parts. If you need some new gauges or new small things for your tractors, you can get them there. But the biggest thing in the winter shows is it's actually at a big show like we showed you a few years ago, like at the Steam Engine show over in Boonville. It's more of farm tours. So there you go around in the neighborhood and local farmers that have different types of tractors and what have you. Mainly, in this case, Minneapolis-Moline will actually clean our shop out and make all the display nice and good looking, and we go out there and just look around their farm. But I think my favorite thing was a tour called the Little Village, and it was actually over across the state line in South Dakota, because this is kind of right on the southwest corner of Minnesota in Laverne, Minnesota. So this little village is 11 farms that an individual has purchased, taken apart, moved and reassembled. Two of them were round barns, which are really cool in themselves. And in each one of these barns, he's got a different type of display. One of them had a bunch of tractors and things. One of them had windmills, the old style windmills that you see. One of them had all kinds of gas and oil memorabilia in it. And one of them was a smaller one, had like a chicken house of all the different things on producing eggs and all kinds. One of them had glass bottles like soda bottles, medicine bottles, canning jars, just all kinds of stuff from the years ago. So it was really a neat little collection of just everything. And it was a free tour that we did. But yeah, a lot of fun, beautiful thing. Then they have a banquet, of course.
What was the second thing you enjoyed?
They just going around, of course, to the farm tours and seeing all the tractors that have been restored and looking good.
But you got a foldable Jeep, didn't you?
Yeah, I went to a factory that does fire truck stuff, and they got a brand new $1 million laser machine that they were proud of just showing us. It's like 8 foot by 12 foot by 20 foot long, and it pulls in whole 4 by 8 sheets of whatever kind of steel or whatever you want, and that laser cuts them. And he had a program to make these little army Jeeps about this big. And then when you get done, you just fold them up, and you got a neat little army Jeep. So it was pretty cool.
Made out of metal, sheet metal.
Yeah, I think it was stainless steel, I believe. Angel, this is done. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it off the top.
Yep.
Charcoal is almost ready.
All right, so I need to get busy here.
Let me get the lid. I'll get this grate off. We won't need it, right? Anymore.
Won't need that anymore.
Okay, so.
We do need the potato puffs.
They're in the freezer.
They're in the freezer up here.
I'll go get them.
Okay. Since it is pepperoni, we're going to put mostly pepperoni in here. Now there's not much. Make sure there's none of them oxygen thingies in there. There's not much oil. If you wind up whatever meat you got going, if it is greasy, you're going to have to get the oil out. Now, this calls for pizza sauce, so I'm going to caution you. Be careful, or you're going to wind up having this be very salty. Don't add any salt to it at all. And the strange thing is, it calls for a can of, I need cream of mushroom.
Oh, okay.
Calls for a can of cream of mushroom. That was a can of chicken, cream of chicken. I'll have to use that somewhere tomorrow. Mix all that up in here. The bees are out. Spring has sprung, I think.
Oh yeah. Cream of mushroom.
Cream of mushroom. Thank you, babe. Does
And
that
actually,
cost you anything?
Yeah, of course. It's actually 2 days before Easter, so this will be after Easter when you're seeing it, but happy Easter, everybody.
Yeah, and I'll be busting a move to get this all edited.
I guess it's after, actually this is Good Friday, so.
Yes, it is Good Friday. So happy Easter. Cream of mushroom soup. You mix all that up, and I'm just going to check and make sure. Yeah, we're still going up there. We're going to mix this all up. Try to get it well incorporated. She's barking because he is. He don't have no idea what she's barking at, and he ain't got no idea what she's barking at. All right, now you could put these pepperonis in a level, make it layered, but I think it'd be kind of hard to cut that way. So, to that, the next thing you're going to add is about a cup.
There's scissors over there to eat them, honey.
Of shredded cheese.
What kind are we using? Mozzarella?
We're using mozzarella. You could use whatever kind you like. And I tell you, these dang things tell you, rip here, they lie. This is just aggravating as all get out. There, I got it. Should have opened that ahead of time.
I'm not going to reuse any of it anyway. It's all going to be used today, right?
What?
Not going to reseal it, so.
Yeah, I am.
Oh.
I only need about a cup of this.
Oh, okay.
Just enough to cover my mixture. And then, I am going to cut this. It won't take... Here, hang on a minute. Next is your tater tots. And it says arrange them, meaning make them pretty, which sometimes is kind of difficult for me.
You're just going to put them out in one single layer and call it good, right?
I'm making a round layer. So I'm arranging them. And like I said, you could make this a supreme pizza, whatever. And it's a quick meal. It won't take long to...
Now, they didn't have the puffs on the bottom as a crust?
No.
That's kind of different, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
That was what I would assume because I had never seen it before, so.
They put them on
I mean,
top.
if they want to try to call it as a puff, like kind of like a pizza, but tasted good the way we made it, the way they called for it, so.
About all I'm gonna need, I think. I'll tell you, I'm still not 100%. I kind of sometimes get kind of worn out, especially when I'm trying to do video, shooting a video, edit a video, plus go grocery shopping, which I forgot half of what I needed today, so Wade had to go by and get the rest of it. Thank God he works in the town that has a Walmart.
It's gonna look pretty.
Yeah,
Still didn't have quite enough taters. We got more over there.
No, we've got some more, yeah.
Almost there.
Yep.
There's a charcoal. Oh, perfect. Charcoal just now ready, so.
Alrighty.
Look good.
The bees are out. I don't know
This
where
way the taters kind of get kind of brown and crunchy on top, don't they?
Wait, I did something the last time, which we're going to turn it twice, just like we always do.
Is that it?
That's it.
Okay.
Now, Wade, while
Yes.
you're setting that up, we had a comment that I would like to address.
Okay.
And that is, we had somebody who didn't think it was necessary to rotate their Dutch oven. What's your comment on that?
Well, in a few cases, that would be correct, but
Not when you're baking.
not when we're baking. In our opinion, when you're baking and you want to ensure, quote, an even bake throughout the whole cooking time, then you need to rotate. With stuff like a bread or cake or pie that what is in it's not moving around, it's not
Or
liquid.
this.
So, yeah. So this is a normal bake, correct? So we're going to
Yes.
do our normal, I think I did 30 pieces of charcoal. So,
2/3 on top, 1/3 on the bottom.
now, whoops, there's still one in here I missed. Sometimes they get stuck in there. Now this wind's pretty rough, so I'm going to leave the wind guard on for a bit. Try to make sure and since we're baking, we're just only doing it charcoal on the bottom.
Actually, really, the only
Outside.
time you want to put charcoal underneath the very bottom is when you're frying.
Yeah, and I usually leave a little
Deep
gap
fat
in the
frying.
center just to allow plenty of airflow. Because you're going to have plenty of heat that way, so you really don't need to have it completely all the way into the center. So yeah, I think you're just guaranteed to have a better browning. A lot of times if you've got good conditions and there's not any wind or any other craziness around, and you do like I do and you're a perfectionist and really put the coals with charcoal in a pattern, you could probably get by. And it probably wouldn't hurt anything. But it's just best to get into practice to go ahead and keep them rotated. So, okay, all of them are done. So how long is the cook bake time?
It says 20 minutes, but I did it 30 because I'm at the second rotate. I'm going to add our last little ingredient.
And those tater puffs or tater tots, whatever they are, were frozen, so that'll soak up some heat too, even though the hamburger was hot. So you're probably right. It's probably going to take a good 30 minutes to get good and done. So okay,
we'll show you what it looks like at the 20-minute mark when I add the next ingredient.
Okay, I'll get out of here and we'll see you in 10 minutes.
On this channel, we show you yummy, delicious, and interesting things to cook in cast iron, most specifically Dutch ovens. Do you know we have a cookbook? It not only shows you great tips how to use your Dutch ovens, but it gives you our first 2 years of recipes.
They're $20 with $6 shipping and handling. You can get those at Pole House Black Pots, P.O. Box 212, Fayette, Missouri 65248, or on Venmo.
Yes, in the Venmo, look up Pole House Black Pots on Venmo. $20-minute mark, right, Angel?
Yep.
Okay, so you want me to rotate it?
Yep.
And then you're going to deal with your
Yep.
last part you need, right? Okay. Let me grab this rack, and then we'll lift the lid out of the way. So rotate first. And then the lid. And we'll rotate and take off, and you've added your last ingredients.
Now, back up. Those aren't quite brown enough yet. It is bubbling real good. So I'm adding Parmesan cheese. Oh yeah, well you've had it. It just makes
I had
it.
leftovers, but I didn't have the first.
Well, that's because you were up north.
That's right.
So he's gonna put the lid on that. Another 10 minutes. We'll be right back.
Okay. All right, it's been 30 minutes, right? So.
Yeah. We're gonna let our camera up here tell us what it looks like.
Assuming it's done.
Oh yeah, that will be. Oh yeah, look at that.
Good.
That does. So you dish up, dear.
It's crunchy. Yep. Oh yeah. Crunchy on that.
That's enough to try. Alrighty. Here's your fork.
Thank you.
It's gonna be a lip burner.
Some pepperoni and some sausage and some tater tot. All in one.
It is better with the sausage. So we hope you liked this video. If you did, give us a thumbs up, which is like. Share us on Facebook or Instagram. Give us a comment of a quick, easy meal you fixed. Maybe you'll see it on our channel. And we thank you for watching.
See you next week. Bye, everybody.
Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. That's very important.
That's right. Yeah. All right. Thanks again.